Alright, so hopefully everything is loading here. We'll see here in a moment, huh? See how this works. Alright. Oh, I'm in the secondary, that's why. You got a sneak peek in the new ship? Well, the old ship in its new form factor. Explicit! What's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Alright, so we have a bunch of stuff going on. I've done a little bit of mining. I actually need to do a little bit more today. Mainly because of the fact that we're down to 18k uranium ore. We need to get a bit more because we've only got 1.7k refined. And with the addition of the new sections, we have more reactors to feed, so. And overall, I'm doing really good, actually. Been talking to the developers of a new game earlier this morning. I'm actually really excited about it. You might, if you're following me over on Twitter, you'll probably have seen some of the interaction. But we'll go into more of that a little bit later. Hopefully, you're doing well, or I should say, you're doing great as well. So one of the things that I want to be doing today is I need to get working on the actual bridge. And what is going to be the best way to get outside? Probably this way. We'll go up through all this, and I'll show you what we've gotten done, because I did do a bit of work off camera. So if you remember the hallway of doom and confusion, we'll go this way. Alright, so this is the exit that will get you outside the ship. This will get you in here to where the shield generators are. Well, one of the shield generators at least. So if you ever need to do repairs. And this will get you into the new section of the ship, which is pressurized. Turn the light on so everybody can see. Really hot. Yeah, it's been really weird Bay Area wise. The weather over here has been alternating between rainy and sunny, so it feels more like London than it does San Francisco. So, all right. Now we need to do some cleanup in here. Obviously, we've got all these like miscellaneous blocks stuck in various places. But what we did is we went ahead and ran some conduit pipes over this way. I'll turn this off so you can actually see what we've got going on. We now have the walkway looking out into that general area. We come down here, we have the windows so you can actually see what's going on out there. And this is mirrored on the other side with a small change to the front of the pipe section. And then you have stairs that will take you up into the upper area, and then I did leave the chairs back here. But we did also pipe the reactors in, so everything is actually piped in again. The solar panels are actually finished, and those are sealed off, so no atmosphere is escaping through them. And then the area that the landing gear used to be in, we took the landing gear out. So basically, all of this gray tile that you see here, this is where the landing gear used to be with the blast doors surrounding it. So we went ahead and put in the half walls to frame this in a little bit. And then we have another one of the airlocks right here. And that gives you a way out or into the ship. You know, so if you happen to be back here doing some work, or you're out in one of the ships and it get like one of the fighters and it gets shot down, you have a couple of ways back into the ship. And then if you're doing something in multiplayer and somebody wants, you guys are doing like using this as a base, this gives people a way to get into the base to try and infiltrate as well. And like I said, we do have it mirrored on this side. Now the one thing I haven't done is I haven't put in the half wall and the shield walls in here yet, so we'll need to do that at some point. But again, everything is piped in. You got all of our reactors and everything are online, and then, you know, like I was saying earlier, you have the mirror on this side. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to keep those, I guess for lack of a better term, the spindle arms here. We'll go out and we'll take a look at the exterior, and I'll show you what we've got going on with it, but I don't know if I like them or not. They look awkward. So what I'm thinking is I might move them forward, and that would leave this entire area open down here. I also need to take those blocks out of the middle in there. I was walking around out there when I was working on stuff, so. But yeah, see what I'm saying? They don't... There's something about them that just doesn't... I don't like, and I think it might be because it transitions awkwardly. So we'll see. We'll see. And then the extra med bays are going to come out. But yeah, that's what we've gotten done so far. So it is coming together. We'll head back this way, and I'll take you in through the hangar space. So you come up this way. All of this is pressurized. Just to show you, actually, let me take that off while we're running around in here anyway. So everything is pressurized. We'll turn the light off. I'll boost the lights a little bit so that we actually get some more light in here. Turn this back on for a second because we don't have lights in here yet. Now this area can be pressurized. We just have it set up to drain currently. That way I can do some work in here. We're going to be building some utility craft. And later this week, probably over the weekend, what I'm planning on doing is working with RDAV's auto mining script, and we're going to play around with that for next week's live streams, and we'll see how that works. So what we'll do is we may, if we get some time to do it today, maybe we'll work on a small mining craft that we can use to basically attach in there. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Alright. So take you back out this way. Okay, and then we come up here, and this is what leads us up into what will become the primary bridge. Now I went ahead and put the windows in so you could see a little bit out there. Just a little bit of detailing. It also gives a nice shadow effect when you're looking out there. The ship is very big, yes. And if I had my way about it, it will get bigger. I'm actually looking for another one of those derelict ships. I'm hoping to be able to find one. And if we do, what I'll do is I'll strap it. I'll basically split it the same way, and we'll strap that to the lower section so that we end up doubling up this thruster array. I think that would look pretty cool. And if we do it right, because what I'll do is I'll actually invert the ship, and we'll attach it like we did on the upper section down below, and that way the hangar space, basically fighters will be able to, specifically our ships will be able to come back in between the two engine nacelles and come into the hangars, or when you're launching you'll be able to launch out between them. Gives you some cover on on either recovery or launch. Alright. So, bridge space. I'm trying to decide if I like this style window where we have the corner better, or do I want a solid corner and we use something like these sloped windows. What do y'all think? Any suggestions? Hey Andrazi, how you doing? Welcome to the stream and thank you. So basically the way that this whole thing came about was we started with the red ship, with the crashed red ship. I took that, I mirrored it forward and aft. Once we had the mirroring done, we then took the mirrored primary chassis and then mirrored it port to starboard. So now we had 2 of those chassis. And late last week, we actually grabbed one of the derelict ships that spawn in the game. It's one of the vanilla POI things that spawn. So once we grabbed that, we split it in half, and we attached that to the ship as well. So it's slowly growing. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with the bridge area, because I might even, I don't know. Because what I was saying with these spires, these little spindly spires, what I'm thinking about here is, let's take you out. Go ahead and grab this stuff. So hopefully everyone is having a fabulous day thus far. So we're gonna bring. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Go this way with it. There it is. And if we go something like this, maybe is what I'm thinking. How about if we go something like this, we can take that out, we can do that, and then from this side we take that out, and we go something like that. Oop. Wrong key. See, I think I like that better. I think that looks better overall. What do y'all think? I think I like the profile a little bit better too. Oh, there we go. Apparently, as if the stream seems like it's dead, it should hopefully recover on and off. We'll see how this goes today. If it's too much of an issue, let me know. So, but yeah, like I was saying, I do think I like this line a little bit better. It softens some of the shaping because we have a lot of very rigid lines, and I think it's a nice contrast to have something that's a little bit more organic in shape like that. And what we could do, if we want to get really funny, we could, let's take all of this out. What we do is we go just straight blocks here. Oh no, you know what we? No, yeah, no, I know what I want to do. Let's see. So we go. So yes, we want that there, and then we go. Something like this. Because this is going to go away. Really, auto rotate? Really? How many times do I have to turn you off today? There we go. And then here we do something like that. And that gives us a little bit of detailing underneath. And since we have this whole thing so far forward here, so from the side it looks pretty solid. You come down in here and you notice that it actually cuts in. That should work. This should work. Oh. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to take these side arms out and maybe just do some ribbing between the two. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this, and we're gonna have Bob start taking stuff apart for us. For those who may not know who Bob is the nanobite or nanobot build and repair tool. It is a mod for space engineers that will allow you to do basically what we're doing here. He takes place of a player, so you don't have to have another player hanging out with you if you don't want to. And if you do have another player, it just gives you an extra hand. Basically, they get to do, the bot gets to do all the things that are the really boring and tedious parts, like moving parts back and forth in order to weld things up. Alright, and take you out. Alright. So now we're going to replicate what we have on the other side here. We're going to go ahead and take these out and take that out. We're going to paint this a different color so that Bob does not try to take it apart. And go ahead and give us that piece back. Go ahead and rotate this through. And then what we're going to do here is we are going to grab this piece, and we're basically going to replicate exactly what we've already created. Move this back over. And let's go ahead and get that. That. See? Nice and simple, right? And then that brings the whole thing together. It would be nice if we had more shapes that we could use, but we'll make do with what we've got. If I was really pushing it, what I would do is have it set up around a small grid, but that is a lot of extra work. and this is supposed to be fun, not work, so we're going to keep it fun today. Alright. That goes like so. Now see, I might go ahead and just go back and take those out and do just regular blocks. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, so now we need to figure out the bridge windows. Do we want the bridge windows? Show you what. To look something like this, which would all, basically we'd have longer windows on either side, and then we'd have a shorter window on the front, or a narrower window, I should say. Hey Sharky, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Or should we go with the wraparound window? So if we go with the wraparound window, basically you're going to have windows on three sides. No matter what you do, you're gonna have windows on three sides. If you do it with the wraparound, then you can actually have full field vision, or we can have something like this where you end up with a hardened blind spot in the corner. Now I like the design concept of both, but I'm not sure which way I want to go. So if anybody has suggestions, speak up now or forever hold your spaceship.
At this time tomorrow. There's something you need to know. I got used to see.
Alright, so let's go ahead and go. And see what I'm thinking about for inside the ship is we're gonna have, whatever we do for the top piece, we're gonna have this come in and up to to give us just a little bit more room in here.
Without you by my side.
And I'll probably run
Follow.
1, 2, 3, 4,
I realized I'm in love.
so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3. So here
Yeah, I realized I'm in love.
and here we would run back like this, and then the other sides we would have basically do that.
So now we're here.
There we go.
I'm anxious
So something like this.
shows, but I need to speak my mind.
And that way you'll have your seats over here, you'll have your commander station probably here in the middle, and then another pilot seat on this side. Actually, that is not... Well, I guess it is. It's just the window, the way the windows are set. Interesting. Alright. Spaceship that transfers spaceships with spaceships inside. Yep, pretty much. Alright, so let's go ahead and take the windows out here for a second. And we're actually going to take the roof off of this thing. And we're taking all this out so that we can actually start working with the all of the space that we have up here. How's my inventory doing? My inventory is mostly full. Then take all of this out. And what we were talking about was having these come out to here, maybe? Nah, let's take it back one. So we do it here instead. We'll go ahead and have Bob take the rest of this out. Now, one of the reasons why I have Bob remove all this kind of stuff for me is because then I don't have to deal with carrying the inventory on it. There you go. Not because I'm lazy, but because I'm lazy. And if Bob takes it, I don't have to worry about trying to manage my inventory and everything. I just keep enough parts in my inventory to build. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh yeah, I'm thinking I like this idea. 1, 2, 3, really? Actually, no. Put that one back. Oh, nope, that was not the block I wanted. There we go. That's a VO1. So that's the stuff that comes up. So if we go... And 1, 2. Windows will occupy this slot here. Gives us 2 areas to put stuff in. Alright, now what I'm thinking is, let's see how well. Let's see how this looks. Oh, I'm not liking that. Not liking that at all. Damn it. See, it has these huge plates on it. So if I could use that as like a shutter system, I wouldn't mind it so much. Damn, I was hoping that would work better. What do y'all think? So what we could do is, if we want to keep this like this, what we can do is we go like this. We take that out, take this out. We're gonna do the same on this side. I take all that out of there. And what I'm thinking here, let's go over here, change paint up really quick, is that we go this instead. And then here we say that, and on this side we bring this out like so. That might work a little bit better. So that goes from the wall, 2 half bricks to there. Then we do that instead. What we can do is we just run this like that. And then here we take this one out, take that one out, and we do that. I think I like that a little bit better. What do you mean you're gonna be quiet, Sharky? Sheesh. Now, the part of the reason why I wanted to do this was because we have all this really cool stuff going on down here. I want to be able to see it from the bridge, because if you've got your pilot seat over here, you're not going to be able to see everything down in here. And being able to see down in there actually has some security purposes as well. Now, I do think we're going to tie those 2 thruster nacelles that are down there together using some ribbing. So what we'll do is, so if we do ribs there, do ribs at the forward section of that forward thruster across, and then do larger rib that goes up over the whole thing. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely liking the spire, these support spires on the front better than when they were on the side wrapping around. I'll still need to do a bunch of detail work back here on this big ass face of this big old slab of metal back here, but for now, this is starting to come together. Alright, so from here, let's go. I'm just gonna keep this simple, I think. Do that to level that out a little bit. We are 45s. So if we take you out, because I want this to be differentiated a little bit. So what I'm thinking is we do this. Go there. And then we can run this basically back this way. Yeah, that's starting to come together nicely, I think. Let's see what we can do here. Now we've got the negative space in here, and I'm thinking I may just go ahead and solid face that. And then do basically move this whole support thing forward so that this sticks out a little bit further. I don't know. I'm going to think about it. I'll put some thought into that today. Alright, so we've got this going on. Now what we're talking about is down here. We do something like... Actually, you know what we can do? We could go... There we go. Let's try this. What do you think about that? I don't know. Yeah, I know my energy is low. So it ends up repeating some of the shapes that we have elsewhere in the build. I know what I was talking about was doing another one of those here. And here. So we'd end up with another set of these. Basically like this. Yeah. Come on. There we go. Actually, you know what I think might be better? Instead of doing it like that, because that point is a little... I think that point might be a little too much. So if we instead go with the half blocks here... I don't know. I think I like that a little bit better. Alright. And then one of the things I was thinking about is taking this area and doing a slightly larger arc over to here. Or take it, basically if we do it from here, if we do something like that from here, we're going to be doing something like this. From this side it's going to be right there. We did 2 and then this one, right? So we do something like this. Oh. Helps if I bring it up to the same height. Son of a... Oh, man. That's odd. Alright, so it's got to come up one more block. Oh, how... I don't know, maybe... maybe. Oh. Do that. I'm curious to see what this looks like from back here. Frames it a little bit better. Meteor storms are always inbound. Alright. Let's see what this thing looks like from above. No, that's a thruster. I can't take that apart. If I move the entire assembly forward one, I could tie it into the rest of that chassis too. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to throw them out there. You never know, I may actually use it. Alright, I'll think about it. I'll think about this a little bit more. I don't know if I want to keep this larger arch. I think I am going to keep the smaller arches here. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. Alright. Mining carriage. You know what? I feel like shooting something. Whoa, wrong way. We can get there eventually, but I want to get there quickly. Alright. Let's go this way. We have to get some of our power back anyway, right? But on the plus side, camera view. Main batteries are open. We need to close to a point at about 1.5K or so. Let's go give the good news to the mining carriage. So, for the folks that are wandering in, welcome to the stream. We're doing a little bit of Space Engineers, and I'm taking a small break from crafting to go blow up something. But otherwise, we will be back to the building portion of the stream here in a bit. Now, the reason I need to get within about 1.5K or so is because the weapons that we have, that's their max range. Trying to keep it a little bit fair for these guys. And right about there. Oh, love it. Oh. Oh, so much fun. We didn't need the rest of that ship anyway, right? Now, do you have any weapons left on you? Oh, you do have one weapon left. Hey, look, an assailant came in. Let's go say hello. You know what's great is when they come in at you like this, because they're flying straight in. So we just go, whoop. Oh, all right, I feel better now. Unique Creations, welcome to the stream. All of the music that you hear in the background is actually streamed from Epidemic Sound. Oh, that last song was called Winter Lake. I don't know who the artist was, unfortunately. So, yeah, I really like Epidemic Sound. They have some great music over there. And they are nice enough to allow me to use it for both YouTube and Twitch, so. Alright. And we want to turn off those antennas so that they do not show up in the HUD. On broadcast, do not show them. Interesting. Oh, they don't have it set so you can... Damn it, really? See, there used to be an option to not have them show up in the HUD like that without turning them off. But, alright, so we're going to turn those off then. There we go. Shadow Trooper. Finish the ship and going to give it a test drive? It's not finished yet. We're getting there though. We're getting there. We still need to put the upper bridge area in. Let's roll this thing so you can actually see it. And that looks like, is that another derelict ship over there? Hold on. I think I see. Nope. It's a meteor. Or asteroid, rather. Damn, I was hoping that was going to be another one of the derelict ships. So we still need to do the bridge area, the actual main bridge, not the combat bridges that we're on right now. Or I should say the weapon station bridges. I don't know what you want to call them. So this flat area up on top is going to be the main bridge area, and I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with it. So let's head out, and I'll show you what we've got so far. So this is what we have so far, a big flat platform. Actually, it's not a mod, that's part of vanilla. If you turn on the encounters, the cargo ships and everything, but basically turn on AI, turn on cargo ships, turn on encounters, it's one of the encounters. It's basically just another one of the NPC spawners. Now there are mods that will increase your derelict ships if you're wanting to get more of like user created stuff in there. There are mods specifically for doing that, but I'm not running any of them in this particular save. So now the one for the Twitch stream, we have actually introduced those mods. I believe both the core mod for that and the AI, like the increased AI ships, are both from Meredith, the creator of the Corruption PvE mod. Alright. So we're trying to figure out our window system here. We have all sorts of window options. Now the question is which windows do we want to use? I'm thinking something with high visibility, so probably the cube windows, or even the vanilla windows. But I kind of like the styling on the cube windows because it gives you that Star Wars, Star Trek feeling. Let me show you. So we could use something like these on the front. Here we go. On there, and then we basically have that for the rest of it. So we could do something like that. But if we do that, that means we're going to end up with hard corners, or we can get rid of those really quick. So that's the sloped variant of the cube blocks. There is also a vertical, just a normal window version, which are these. We'll wait for this thing to... Yeah. So if we use the regular window version, the regular blocks, you end up with something like that instead. So we could use say the sloped ones on the front and the vertical ones on the side, or the sloped ones on the side, verticals on the front. Now the bonus of using the verticals is that the verticals have this piece. So basically we could have a wraparound corner, obviously facing back the other way, but So that gives you a transparent corner, which means we'd be able to take the windows the full width of the bridge area without having any dead space. Yeah, I know the windows are backwards. I just threw them in there to get them in there. Thank you. I'm glad somebody was paying attention. All right. So, like I said, I'm not really sure which way I want to take these. Alright, so if we do... Let's wait for the system to take those all out. And what I'm thinking here is if we go ahead and test this, this is going to go here. You're going to go here. So we do end up losing one tile because with the, if we use the sloped ones, we can put them out one. If we're using the vertical, we end up with that being basically lost space, which isn't a bad thing. My client runs fast. Yeah, I kind of rebuilt my system a while back specifically for space engineers. The game is, I think everybody who plays the game with any frequency knows that the game is not as optimized as we would like. But that's okay. We love it for what it is. There you go. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe something like this. And then if we do... See, I'm never a huge fan of doing this particular style of bridge. I love when other people do them. I hate having to do them myself. Because what I'm thinking here is something like this where you give it a little overhang. Which is was one of the reasons why I was thinking about using the sloped blocks, which we could still do. What's this looking like from the profile? Let's see. I think I want to take... let's take you three out. Because what I'm thinking here is we go... Come on. If we do that, what's this? Use the slope blocks full length. Maybe. I was actually thinking about doing something that's kind of the inverse of what you just suggested on that, actually. And we go do something like that, and like that. Actually, I want to move all that back one, so that's gonna go. You come out. You come out. You come out. Change paint color here really quick. I'll show you what I'm thinking here shortly. Hey, Shadow Trooper. Hey, no worries, man. Hope you have a great day. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. Here, like that. And put that in there. Now what we can do here is we go like that. Like that. So we end up with something that looks something like that, maybe? Yeah, slanted corner would be nice. But the mod author is working on the mod, so, I mean, the slanted windows are a fairly new addition to that mod, so... Hey, Haru, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. And it has been actually a fantastic day thus far. Not only are we getting to meet a lot of new people, I got to talk to some developers working on a new game. Got tipped off to a new game. So it's been a pretty good day so far, man. How you doing? All right. So let's try it with the sloped windows on the front then. So we're gonna take all of this out. Because what I'm thinking here is once we have this out of here. Yeah, Bob, go ahead and get it. Pretty good? Awesome. Glad to hear it, man. I always enjoy knowing that other people are having a fantastic day. Makes me feel better about mine, no matter how badly mine may actually be going. Alright, so what I'm thinking here is with these, we could do something like this. And we bring up the sloped windows, we go... I'll marry you. Alright. So you go there. You go there. And the rest of you fall in like that. Because if we do that, then we can actually do the, let's see. You know, you could put like little portholes or something over here. So you end up with stuff like this. Because remember, we're going to have flight seats up here. In fact, let's go ahead and grab those really quick. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to put the azimuth seats in. I'm a fan of these. I actually really like these seats. There we go. Super. The drunk live stream? Yeah. We'll be doing a drunk live stream at some point in the potentially near future. Won't be today, unfortunately. For the support chairs? Yeah. Yeah, because what I'm thinking I'm gonna do here is we're gonna have see. So we have the offset chairs. I'm thinking we're going to put offset chair. Well, I guess we could technically. So if we swap these chairs, so this chair would actually be over here, and this chair would be over there against that window. We could put the support roll chair slightly behind. Let's go ahead and take those out again. So what you end up with will be these chairs like this. That chair there. That chair there. And that still leaves you the ability to climb through here if you need to. What do you think? That way you have your helms people and operations people off to either side. You have your command in the middle. I will probably build... you know what? I could do that. We put... Let me see. We have a center line. If we do that. Yeah, I know the chairs are going to drift away. Actually, nice. They stuck. They don't always stick when I do that. Sometimes they go drifting away. Hey, Demon, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, YouTube doesn't like anybody anymore. I keep telling it I don't like its live streaming experience, and they, I think they basically say, "Oh yeah, really? Let's show you how bad it can be." I'm kind of liking that bridge setup, though. So if we do that. We can then go like that. Let's go and take this out. What we're going to do is we're going to swap that really quick. Alright, so I apologize if I go quiet. I'm thinking, and I'm trying not to bore you all with my prattle, so... Ah, crap. Oh, son of a... There we go. Hey, look at that. How can be trained. Okay. Just ask my wife. All right. Oh, man. probably say that. Am I using OBS? Yes, I'm actually using the Streamlab versions of OBS. I actually like the OBS platform. I find that the Streamlabs version is a little bit smaller of a system footprint because they have removed a lot of the things that people don't use generally. They basically optimized it a little bit more. Where the open source version of OBS basically has a lot of hooks that people may or may not use. So yeah, no, the area that I'm in, that's the idea, is that this will be like an observation lounge kind of space. Actually, we are going to put in a door, and I'm thinking, do we want the door here or here? Let's put the door over here, and then we can have a window. Actually, this gives us a reason to play with some of the other windows. I'm thinking maybe this one, because I like some of these window designs. So maybe a window there. And then we set this particular area up as maybe like a small, like crew quarters thing. Maybe like a captain's lounge, or oh, I know what, we can set this up as a ready room. Yeah. So if we set this up as a ready room, we can do this, this. And then that gives us a reason to use the vertical windows. So if we do the vertical windows, we can do that. That still gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Whoopsie. Wrong window block. Alright. Oh, yep. It's been one of those days. Alright, so we do something like that. And so now we have maybe a small ready room in here, because there's some desk and general furniture that we could put in here. And we actually have a supply line for O2 downstairs. Let's see, where is our nearest feed? Our nearest feed is going to be here-ish. Let's see where that's at. That is a vertical block, so it's going to be behind here, which is actually perfect. Because we have a vent mod that I actually like that allows you to use conveyor blocks, specifically conveyor blocks, as an air vent. So now we just go here, we're going to grab our conveyor, and you go from there, and what we'll do is we're going to do this the easy way. We're going to do 2 conveyor blocks, the conveyor junction style. right there. And if we do the same over here, there's there, to there, to there. Alright, so that gives the captain his ready room area. This gives us a relaxation area over here. I am kind of tempted to go back to the sloped windows, though. Yeah, unique creations. I actually do that sometimes if I'm in a really big hurry. What happens is half the time I'm looking through the blocks and I'm not sure which block shape I want to use, which is why you'll see me scroll through things sometimes. Some people have fidget spinners, I have a mouse scroll wheel. Alright, so let's see what we have for doors. I could use a rotary airlock, or I could just use a regular interior door for once. I'm almost thinking I might use the passage and door. Because if we do that, and we do the same here, alright. Kind of liking this. Yeah, I'm glad you like the round airlocks. I was really happy to see that on the up on the workshop, actually. Alright, so we need to figure out the window system over here. If we keep the verticals, that means we'll have the verticals on we'll have to use the verticals on this side as well, which I'm actually fine with. But I do think it would be kind of interesting to have, you know what I might do? I might change this lineup, because that is a lot of wasted space out here, no pun intended. So I'm thinking maybe remove the 2x1 ramps. Because if we remove the 2x1 ramps and go with a softer angle, well, a steeper angle, so you end up with that instead. If you take that out, how's that line looking? What do you think? It's a little sharper on the roof. So it gives, so even though it's still the same height, it gives it a higher, like a higher profile. I don't know. Because if we do that, then we can basically bring these windows out a block. It gives us just that little bit much more room in here. Because if we bring that out, How many blocks is that? 1, 2, 3. That would give us the 3x3 space. We could put a table in, and chairs. So this could end up being basically like a ready room, briefing room kind of area. And we'd have the room for the seats on both sides. Alright, let's give this a try. So I'm thinking I might like this a little bit better. Because like I said, we can put in some of the decoration blocks or even build like a small table system in here. And then have a couple of chairs around it as well. But that does mean that we will be using the same windows on this side. So if we do that, that means the corner window is going to be here. We'll go ahead and take these two blocks out. Just burning some of the... Oh, let's see. And now we have that. If we do that, four on both sides. All right. So if we go not sure how to do this then. Cause I was hoping to be able to have something more than a single block high ceiling, but I don't think we're going to be able to pull that off. in the, will you quit turning on the auto rotate, please? Damn it. And there you go. Alright. Oh. If we go like this for these portions, we can then run that this way. Kind of curious to see if this is going to hold a seal once everything is welded up. Here's the test. Hey, look at that. It holds the seal. That's awesome. Okay. We'll vent that to space. I could use a slope block to raise it higher. The problem that we run into, and the reason why I didn't go with that route, is I'm trying to keep a particular profile on the ship. If we put in a sloped block, what we would have to do is we'd basically end up jacking the roof up about 2 blocks more than what I wanted it. Hey, look, another mining carriage. All right. So, for those who are trying to figure out what Haru and I are talking about, is we could do something like this, where we go, say, I want it to have a raised portion like that. For me, in order for me to get this, what I have to do is that in order to hold the seal on it, for the room to hold the seal, is these sloped blocks are not airtight on the sides. They're only airtight on the large flat surfaces. So in order for this to hold atmosphere, what I have to do is basically have a block on either side of it as well, which, you know, is fine. I can do that, because what we'd be able to do is then we'd be able to say something like this. You see, it's still only one block, but because of the way we played with the angles, we were able to get everything patched in. But what that does for the exterior portion of this is then I have to then basically rework this area a little bit, which again I can do. But let's see. Yeah, that's right. They did make the catwalks airtight now, didn't they? Yeah, maybe we could do that. I mean, I guess we could get away from having the ridge line, but then we have this giant area up. Oh, you know what? No, we can actually make this work. We can make this work. Because what we do is we do this instead. You come out of there. Okay. So here's what I am kind of thinking at this point. We go on there, and then here we keep the lower profile. Maybe. I guess we'd have to So I guess I could just go with the sharper like that, maybe. Oh no. Alright, so let's see here. What can we do? Let's come down here. So to give you an idea, this takes up the same amount of space, but you see how you have a higher ceiling, so you'd have the claustrophobic, or you could have a higher roof. I mean, I could probably work with, let's get this stuff out of here since we don't need that anymore. So if we play with some of the inverted corners and these guys, what we might be able to do so we might be able to do something like, oops. Of course, inventory is full. Why? Because it can be. Alright. So if we do something like this instead. Yeah. There you go. Yes, I know my inventory is full. Thank you for telling me. There's a reason why I refer to that as, well, I won't tell you what I refer to. We do something like this. I'm going to show you a little trick that sometimes I get to work. We'll see if we get it to work this time. So these blocks have a very weird airtight system. And what we might be able to get away with doing is exploiting said airtight system. Alright, if anyone asks, you didn't see this here. Oh, so what we can then do is we take these, we flip this, yes, I know my energy is critical. Like I said, if anyone asks, you didn't see this here. Alright, so we want... Oh, you. We're going to flip you back around. Alright. So, this is really shady. I mean, this is like really shady if this works. Hey, look at that, it's airtight. Oh. So, yeah. That's so shady. Oh, man. But it works. Alright, so yeah, for those who are curious, the way that the airtight system works is each face of the block has to be defined as to be airtight or not. Basically, does it retain the atmosphere, right? These blocks are technically airtight on almost all of their faces except this one face that has the cut on it. But these blocks are airtight on the big flat faces. So since you have a non-airtight block here, but airtight here, it basically counters this because the other faces of this block are all airtight. So that's basically how that works. It's just playing with the system a little bit. Shady as hell, but it works. And it gives you the big flat roof. So, all right. Can you tell I have spent entirely too much time in this game trying to figure out the airtight system? Yeah, I know my inventory is full. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and wait for Bob to take that out. We'll put that there. And then what we'll do is we'll come back and I'll rework this edge system here. I don't know how I'm going to do this though. I'll figure out something. But I'm thinking... So, yeah, it works. That's all that matters, right? Okay, so, yes. Just making sure. Because if we're going to do that on one side, we may as well go ahead and do it on the other as well. Oh. Quick! To the chair! There we go. Oh, I just realized we're almost out of oxygen too. So, what do you guys think about that room now? All right, let's head down to down here for a second, because I need to head down. Of course, I didn't need to do it this way. I could have. Damn it, Hal. Alright. So I needed to come down here so I could refill my air tanks, right? Alright. We're going to go here. When I could have just gone right there. Damn it. Oh man, okay. Let's try this again, shall we? We'll probably do something. We'll probably restyle this out a little bit. Well, like I said, when I'm done. Now, the one thing that I don't like about doing this is that the come on, there you go. I won't have any place to mount lighting in here other than the wall. So we'll end up having like a light probably here that's set to illuminate everything. I'm a huge fan of having ceiling lights because it keeps them out of the way, especially when you're doing things where you're trying to do any type of interior design work in the game. But just check once more. Hey, look, it's pressurized. Okay. There we go. I could do a ceiling window. So instead of having this piece here, what we could do is we could take these out. Private sale. Private sale's not even worth the ammo. Okay, so we could take those out. And let's go with, let's see what windows we have. We could use these again. So, because if we used those, yeah, so we could use that, say, so we could do that. I put all my window parts back in the inventory system. Wait for Bob to finish welding this stuff up for us here. Thank you, Bob. Look at that. So we could do that. And then if I was using a, oh, you know what I could do? It would take up the space under it though, doing this. See, I don't have the parts I need for that. Okay. Sorry for the brief bit of darkness right there. Let's go here really quick. And we're going to grab the parts for like 2 of those. Oh, that's why. Okay. It's only going to let me cheat so much. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Now let's make sure this thing is actually still airtight. Yep, it is. Okay. Just making sure. You never know with Windows. Windows, especially like mod Windows, they always have really weird areas that they don't necessarily... Oh, you know what we could do? Paint those pink for a second. Come here, Bob. I want you to help me out here, Bob. Come here. Paint you out. What we could do is if we go with vanilla windows. Where are my 2x1s? Where's my 2x1s? So what we do is we're going to cheat it a little bit. Okay, so this isn't actually cheating it quite so much. But what we can do here... And again, it's playing with the way that mounting points work with blocks in this game. So what we then do is that we say, I need to get the girders. Quick, somebody get some iron brew. We need girders. All right. You will know who the folks who live in Scotland are when they reply with anything related to that. Okay, so did I grab? Oh, I grabbed the wrong window. Okay, I wanted the window that I can change. Thank you. All right, that one and that one. Alright, so if we do this instead, what we can then do is that. And now we have light. And apparently I am out of probably girders. And then just to show you, still airtight. Hey Dax, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yes, catwalks are probably the ultimate hack right now in the vanilla stuff if you're not using modded blocks because they have, like, if I didn't want those the ramps there, I could replace those with catwalks, which would give me a smooth finish? I'll show you here. For those who don't know what we're talking about here. So you go catwalks, you grab... we'll drop that one instead. So basically what you would do is you'd put the catwalk here, and here, or on the sides, or wherever. And it would give you effectively the same mounting points. And these things count as being airtight on all sides except the top. The space that you walk into is not airtight. So, but all four edges are. So if you ever need to do a quick patch, that's a way to do a quick patch on your ship. You can just throw these things in. They're, you know, realistically, they're fairly inexpensive. They're more expensive than a regular block. But if you don't happen to have steel plates and you have interior plates, you can use these instead. And it'll hold a seal. I've actually seen people build ships out of nothing but catwalk plates and have the ship airtight. It wasn't pretty, but it did work, so. But I'm actually fine with having that ledge like that. Yeah, I think we'll keep it like that. We'll keep it like that. It's fine. Okay. Now, you are all tied in there, and I think we are able to go, because if we do that, we can keep that be the center line. We take you down, hi, thank you. Alright, so now basically just matching this up a little bit. Now, so you go here, here, and here. And what we could do is if we want to make this, actually, you know what I might do, and I think I will actually do this. So if we go, let's take you out, and we're gonna give ourselves a little bit more headroom here in the main bridge area. I'm thinking we'll do it here. And then what we'll do here is actually go one more. We can do that to there. So if we do this, instead, Damn it! Come on. Stop screwing around, Bob. I know it's not Bob's fault, it was mine. It's all good. Alright. And then we just basically take this out. So we did those along there. And then if we really want to just kind of do it, we can always put that in. So if we basically brought you out like that, we could then do that instead. There we go. Just to tie it off a little bit more. And you are back. Touch too far. That's fine. So we do that. Flip you up like that. And then we go 1, 2. Damn it! Yeah, auto rotate. And it's airtight. We can see air coming in through there. So we now have a fully pressurized ship. We just need to decorate now. Ugh. All right. So I will probably put another skylight in on the observation side. We'll do the same thing that we did on this side. So. Let's rotate her around so we can have the ship in the sun. So we do not have to dine in the shade. This way you get a better look at the ship. So that's what we're looking at right now. All right, and we will change up some of the lines on that piece, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and take that out there. And we did a 2x on that side. So let's do... Oh, do I want to do a 2x3 or do I want... Yeah, we'll do a 2x3. One's a 3x3, 2x3. There we go. Now what I'm thinking here is I might actually go... Let's see which one of these I like better. Alright, which one of those do you guys like better? I'm thinking the half slope and not the 2x1. I don't know. How many mods do I have loaded? In this particular save, I've got like 40. A lot of them are convenience mods. There's a couple, you know, things like the clear camera lens, you know, a couple of different cleanup mods. There's Bob, obviously, and then the easy inventory. And then there's a couple of, well, I'll show you. So we have a mod from Krieg, which is the inspired technologies. I think we have the inspired weapons too. Yeah, we have inspired weapons. Industrial cockpits from Sage. Letters mod, because that just has become something that I really enjoy. The armor gate mod. We have the increased block shapes, walkways, the windows. Edge cubes, and then this is all part of the inspired weaponry pack. So you load install inspired weaponry, and you'll get these. Excuse me, you'll get those as well. Enhanced cockpit, which I haven't used, so that'll probably come out. And then the stuff from Entech, which is the new one, is the rotary airlock, and then the tiered thruster pack. And then I have the hydrogen reactors, but I haven't used it. Not in this playthrough, anyway. Am I running an NPC one? Not currently. I was thinking about bringing in Meredith's Corruption PvE mod, because I am using the heavier weapon set. But I haven't decided if I want to bring that one in or if I want to bring in his earlier modular encounters mod. Because with modular encounters, I can actually have things spawn on planets as well as not just ships, but bases and stuff too. Advanced cockpit is a pain in the ass. Yeah, especially when you don't, like, when you first start using it. Oh man, it is rough. So for those who don't know, basically Advanced Cockpit allows you to have working LCDs in your cockpit, but you have to know how to place them. Let's go here really quick. Cockpit box. So you'll see things like this where it'll be flight seat LCD, middle interior wall, right? So it's like when you're building a custom cockpit, this will put an LCD is specifically in a spot. You have to know how to mount this though on the block that you're trying to build it on. So you can build really, really nice cockpits like this, but it is annoying if you don't know how to do it. And then there's, if you have the flight seat, like if you're using one of like these things, if you have these, like one of these cockpits, you build these on actually on the exterior of the cockpit. So yeah, it's just, it's really bloody annoying until you figure it out. And even after you figure it out, it's not fun. But it does make nice looking cockpits. So are we out of bulletproof class? We might be out of bulletproof class. And I am going to take you out so that I can go like so. Don't try to walk through the window, Hal. Alright. Hey, we have the, we just out of girders. Okay. Once again, out of girders. You know what? We're just gonna tell you make 1,000 of those things. Get it done. And we'll kill the light here. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and put oh, need construction components. Damn it. Which means I do have to actually run through the ship. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Turn the light on so you can see. Epic music as we run through the hull of the ship. Alright. And we'll go this way. Yeah, I do enjoy the corruption mod. It is a lot of fun. I don't tend to do it on stream too much. I don't really know why, actually. Let's go here, plate. I think because I like to focus more on being able to chat with folks. And we need construction components. We're going to just grab 100 of those. And when corruption is running, you basically have to be paying attention to what's going on, or you end up like Captain Shack, where, you know, things get blown off your ship all the time. Tammy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. I'm gonna go ahead and grab one more of that and one more of that. And what I'll do is off stream, when I start putting in lights and stuff, when I'm ready to play with the settings, I turn Bob off, grind the lights down, and then when I place them, because they're incomplete, I basically adjust the ones that I need, finish them, and then move through the ship doing that. So it's a little bit more tedious to watch. But we have a nice window. Now the reason I use the 2x3 over here and the two 1x2s over here is because there's not in the vanilla pack a 2x2 window. So, is what it is. Oh. Oh yeah, unique. I'll get there eventually. This is just general layout stuff. Once I know where my general layout is, I start looking at where can I put in things like cargo containers and cargo access. Like in here, I will probably put a cargo container here. Just put a little 1x1 in. And for here, we're gonna go 2. So if I do 1 there, 1 there, right? 2 in the middle. There we go. And once we have all of this patched in and this is running, what I'll do is I'll come back and, like I said, I'll rebalance the lighting and everything. Hey Zeron, how you doing? Welcome to the stream, man. Good to see you again. So yeah, like I was saying, for the folks who have joined us, welcome to the stream. We're just doing a little bit of, well, I've gotten to the point where I'm starting to greeble, and that's probably a bad thing at this point in time in the day. So... oh, but we have, I think we've settled on a design for the bridge. Everything is airtight, as you can see. Playing with a couple of different mods up here. We have our little ready room. The other side has the observation lounge. We'll be able to put a couple of workstations back in here. And I'll probably have... I'm thinking we may put a weapon station back here. So, yeah. But that's what we've been building today. Okay, so this bridge, this is the primary flight bridge here on the surface, or on the top. If you notice, in the above the 2 engine nacelles, there's small cockpit areas there. Those are where currently where our weapons officers will sit. There's the cannons here in the middle. there is a battle bridge, like auxiliary command area back here in both of these nacelles as well. So, but that's the ship we've got so far. So, the black portion you see on the back of the ship was actually one of the derelicts from one of the vanilla derelicts from just the random encounters thing that we captured. We split it in half, attached it to the ship, and then we built it out so that it actually looks like it's part of the ship. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to see if I can find another one of those things, because I want to have another one strapped to the bottom of the ship in the same way. Oh, but the ship started as a crashed red ship when we first started building this thing a while back. And I need to fix my spotlights. I need more spotlights. Alright, so let's pick a direction. And what I'm going to do, let's see. That looks like a good direction. We'll go that way. Let's go ahead and get our jump drive set up. And what I'm going to do is I think we are going to go ahead and call this one here. And I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun hanging out with you, getting to chat, getting things done today, getting a lot of the building done. We actually got a lot more building done than I thought we were going to today, quite frankly. Oh, but we're going to do a really long jump. Let's go 50% power. 359 kilometers in that direction. So I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those likes. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe if you want to see more. I do stream here on YouTube Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. You can find me over on Twitch Mondays and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. as well as on Friday at 3 p.m. Now, I don't do the same game on all the channels all the time, so we do a little bit of everything. So if you want to see something different, hang out for 20 minutes, you'll probably find it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific week. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Into the unknown we go.